Hey everybody, ChristopherOdd here. Welcome back to Season 2 of XCOM. I'm very, very excited to be starting this. I just have to say I'm really overwhelmed with the response that you guys gave with all the signups. I think we have like 60 people signed up or something crazy. So I'm not sure how many people are going to get in. My soldiers are very precious to me, but I am very, very happy that you guys are all into this. And the amount of work that you guys put into your bios is absolutely incredible. So the thing is we all know how this story is going to go in XCOM. However, there will be the slingshot DLC stuff in this one. We are going to put some second wave options on there. I've actually never played either of those, either the slingshot or the second wave stuff. So I'm excited to see that part. But really, this series is going to be all about the story that you guys create. And the only advice I'm going to give, and this is from Grelite actually from the previous series. He gave me some role-playing advice because he was involved in, I think, I'm probably going to get it wrong, but I think it was Jedi Knight Academy or Jedi Academy, something like that, where he was doing some role-playing. And one of the things that he said is that it's really cool when people start to play off each other's stories. So not only just coming up with your own singular journal entry, but figure out like what other people have written and how you can incorporate that into your story. Find out about their backstories, find out about their history, find out about what they're into, what they enjoy, and craft a story from that. So I'm really excited to see where you guys can take it. The other thing I'm going to try my best to do is incorporate some of the story elements that you guys come up with into the Let's Play. I'd also like to add something very special over at Greylands Gaming is that Grelite, the hero from the first season, is actually going to be writing from the aliens' perspective for this season. I'm really excited about it. I think it's going to be a little bit humorous, but we'll see what happens. It'll be interesting to hear the aliens' point of view, I think. So, without further ado, let's get started with XCOM Season 2. Single player, we're gonna go classic again. Some people said, oh, do you wanna go impossible? Do you wanna go classic? I'm gonna go classic, but what I'm gonna do is obviously go Iron Man. Not gonna enable the tutorial. And the reason I'm not going impossible is because I've tried it a few times. It's really difficult, and people just be dying left, right, and center. You won't get a chance to really build momentum with your backgrounds and your journals that you're creating. But what I am going to do is check out the second wave options, and I will go through all of these just to show you guys what they do. And I'm going to probably favor the ones that introduce more randomness, not necessarily ones that are just like, this is going to be ridiculously more difficult, right? So we've got damage roulette, which weapons have a wider range of damage. I'm going to do that one. The funding offered by individual council members is randomized. I'll do that. Not created equally. Rookies will have random starting stats. See, I like that too. Hidden, because the thing is, I don't know how this works, but you might get a soldier that comes out and they're just crap. Or you might get a soldier that comes out and they're like already awesome. I'm not sure, but I'm interested to see how that works. As a soldier is promoted, their stats will increase randomly. Random, let's do it. Any wounds taken in combat will degrade a soldier's stats for that mission. So as they get hurt, they start to do worse during that mission. That's interesting. Let me think about that one. A flanking shot will guarantee a critical hit. Now, this goes both ways. So if I were to get a flanking shot on an alien, that would be great. But if they get a flank shot on me, I'm like totally screwed. So I'm thinking that's just a straight damage, or that's just a straight like difficulty increase. So I'm probably gonna skip that one. Again, focusing on the randomness. Secret of Psionics can only be learned by interrogating a psionic alien. I don't think that's necessarily important to do that. The game takes considerably longer to complete. Yeah, I'm not going to do marathon. Like I don't see a need to just artificially drag it on or anything. Results driven. A country offer less funding as its panic increases. The rewards granted for stopping alien abductions are randomized there, so we'll do that. Cost of satellites increases. Yeah, whatever. Psionic gift is extremely rare. Again, it's pretty random, and I didn't have a lot of success with the Psionics last time, so I think that's a pretty good pick. We've got 5 of the second wave options on: damage roulette, new economy, not created equally, hidden potential, and high stakes. So let's do it. I'm happy with that. I believe, as soon as we hit this, we're going in. Are you guys ready? This is Season 2 of XCOM Enemy Unknown with the Slingshot DLC in there. And this is all about the story for you guys. Let's rock and roll. That's such an amazing quote. I love that. I don't know much about this Arthur C. Clarke guy. I'm sure some of you do. I would love to hear what he's all about. I forgot how cool this opening cinematic was. It would actually be really interesting if they had that cube right there, that green cube in the middle, if they had that actually exploding during some missions. That'd be a neat little twist.
Hello, Commander. In light of the recent extraterrestrial incursion, this Council of Nations has convened to approve the activation of the XCOM project. You have been chosen to lead this initiative, to oversee our first and last line of defense. Your efforts will have considerable influence on this planet's future. We urge you to keep that in mind as you proceed. Good luck, Commander.
Oh, so stoked. Okay, here we are. So, we need to identify a base location. Last time I played, I went with South America. And here's why. The autopsy and interrogations, they take about 4 days to complete, but they're really important. When you have South America, they happen instantly. And although that is a good start, I think that because there's only 2 countries in South America in XCOM to get satellites over, that's a really easy one to get relatively early on, because once you have satellites in all the countries, you get that bonus. Africa, now this is a good one because you get more money, and this is just ongoing, right? Like, you just consistently get more and more money. So the nice thing is at the beginning you get that boost, but I think as time goes on, that 30% is like, yeah, you're making more money, so that 30% goes up, but I think proportionately it doesn't do as much for you. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Now, we've also got North America, where all the aircraft and aircraft weapons cost 50% less to purchase, build, and maintain. That's cool, but I didn't really run into a lot of issues with that last time, so I don't think I'm gonna go there. Laboratories and workshops cost 50% less. Also, I don't build a ton of those, so I don't see the benefit. Now, the key thing in XCOM, right, is at the very beginning, especially, you want to build satellites so that you can protect your countries from leaving the council, because if they leave, you lose their funding and you can't get the full continent bonus and all that stuff. So you really have to, like, it's almost silly how many satellites you got to pump out early on, and people are like, why are you building so many satellites? I remember that when I first played through it. But you need to do with that to be successful. So that's one thing we'll have to keep in mind. Now we have Asia here, okay? All projects in the Foundry and the Officer Training School cost 50% less. Now hear me out on my logic here, okay? The key things that you want to upgrade at the very beginning of XCOM, well, as fast as you can, are in the Officer Training School. Like, you want your squad size, you want people to come in as squaddies instead of rookies. Like, all of those additional benefits are so huge, and you could basically this is saying you get 2 for 1, right? I think Africa, like, most people would probably lean towards Africa for the extra money, but I really think I'm gonna try to go with Asia. Also, like, you can do your weapon upgrades. It's just, I think there's a lot of benefits to going with Asia. Although the 30% extra cash is nice, I don't think it's quite as good as getting half off in everything, right? In pretty much everything, because most of the stuff you do upgrade-wise is through the Foundry and through Officer Training School. That's my thoughts. I'm gonna go with Asia. This is where we're locating our home base, and hopefully it works out for us. We're committed now.
Australia has sent a number of requests for assistance, so that's our next drop site. We've picked up a local broadcast indicating alien activity within a major metropolitan area. We should get down there and eliminate any hostiles.
So one thing that's going to be funny is that I know at the very beginning too, Central Command and Dr. Valen and all those guys, they chime in like all the frickin' time. So that should get annoying pretty quick. But we are Operation Spectral Blade in Perth, Australia. So this stuff for your journals, this is very important. Part of your journal entry, which I will post a template for you guys to use. Part of it will include where the operation was, how many kills you got, all that. So that's the kind of stuff you want to track in the actual video, and then all the story stuff is up to you. Whether you do audio logs, or you're writing a journal, or however it is. I don't care. You guys get creative with it. I think it's going to be real cool. Touching down. Oh, I've missed XCOM. It's been like a couple weeks.
This is Central. You are free to engage all hostile contacts in the AO. Don't take any chances.
It's been a couple weeks and I haven't. Oh, I just love this game. Like, this is one of my top games of the year. And this episode, I may talk a little bit more like from my perspective as ChristopherOdd instead of Commander Odd. Just being that I don't really have you guys yet, you know? I don't care about these names. These things aren't important to me. But the first people that are signed up that will get named at the end of this, you're going to have to go back and say, okay, well, Kato Yaboa here got changed to my name, so what happened in that mission type of thing. Anyways. Basically, we have no special abilities. I'm totally stripped down here. I'm going to have to make sure I use grenades a lot because that's pretty often overlooked, I think, when you first start. And if you can take a for sure kill to guarantee that you're not going to die, I think that's pretty important. So I'm going to move up into full cover whenever possible. And I could split these guys, but I would rather keep everybody relatively close together. Because at the beginning, the only thing we're really going to be dealing with is sectoids. So they're not going to be launching any weird explosives at me or anything like that. I think we'll be in a pretty good spot if we keep everybody together. And our Overwatch shots are going to be pretty much useless. Like, we can't really bank on them. Now, we got to progress down this way, and this is a pretty long area to be in. I'm thinking we should probably try to work our way into where this bulldozer is here. Not bulldozer, whatever that thing is called.
Alien life on Earth.
Boom.
We're witnessing something never before seen in recorded history.
This is great. This is awesome. I've missed it. Okay. I don't think... Oh, I can get him up here. That's huge. All right. So we spotted them, but then they ran back. So I'm okay with that. I'm going to try to get everybody into position to at least have view on these if they come at us. So he should be okay. Everyone's in heavy cover except for this Daisuke Okada back here. Oh, I was just gonna say, did everybody get Asian names because we're in Asia? But, like, not even close. Alright, we're gonna Overwatch. I don't expect to get any kills from an Overwatch here, but we'll see if they come at us. There we go. Ooh! Okay, we got a little accuracy going on here. This is nice. There we go. Well, somebody already got a kill. That's impressive.
Their weapons appear to self-destruct when the operator dies. We should look closely for any fragments that could be salvaged for our own development programs.
So I'm pretty sure that Ernst Kohler here got that first kill. That's awesome. Now we have another alien back here. What I'm thinking we could do, we could probably throw a grenade to blow up this section of the truck. We might get some vision there. What I do want to do is get Kato Yaboa up a little bit so he can take a shot. I imagine this alien's gonna pop his head out from around here. I'm gonna move Ernst up to the green goo bucket, which will let me bring Okada up to this side. Now I could Overwatch. I didn't quite catch where he went. I kind of feel like if I just toss this grenade though, I might get him. Might be risky, but I'm feeling okay about it. Let's go for it, see what happens. There we go.
You may want to instruct your men to exercise restraint when using explosives. While certainly effective at killing aliens, they also destroy the artifacts we're hoping to recover from the bodies. Just something to consider.
Okay, Dr. Valen. I know, I know. Alright, so in doing that, we open up this side here, which means we can either just shoot this guy or I can basically guarantee kill him. And that's what I'm gonna do because, yeah, he's not gonna drop the gun, but like just getting the kills is really good. So I think, who was it here? Who did we just move? So I think, yeah, Kaler got the first kill. Ahmed got the second one. I wonder if I can reach with this guy. I would like to try to get everybody a kill if possible. I hope that's not getting greedy. But I'm thinking that I'm actually going to hunker down with Kaler here. If I draw a shot, that's okay. I'm in full cover and hunkered down. Like, very low chance he's going to actually hit me. And I don't think he'll shoot at Galib because we are in front. I don't know if they take into account the fact that he is hunkered down or not, but I guess we're going to find out here pretty soon. Oh, okay. This could be interesting. Oh my god, I am like, these recruits are on fire. This is great. This is really, really great. Okada's gonna take a reaction shot. Wow, these might be the most accurate rookies I've ever met. And I'm totally stoked about it. Okay, now here's what's gonna be interesting. I think this worked out really great. Assuming that these guys don't launch Overwatch shots at me, which is possible, but I don't think they went into Overwatch. So I've got Okada here. I think what I want to do is just use the frag. Let's see what the percentage chance is. It's 45%. That's not great. Sure, I could run up, but then I'm in half cover. I could just take the kill, which I think I'm gonna do. Just play it safe. Boom. Okay. And now, look at this. So Yaboa, if I can get here, and can I, oh, if I could double kill these guys, that would be amazing. I'm just not quite sure of the range, if I should risk it and go that one extra step, or if I should throw from here. I think I should play it safe. I'm hoping these guys aren't on Overwatch. If they are, this could be bad news bears. Alright, we're good. Oh, yes, this is so gnarly. Let's go, Yaboa. Oh! Yes!
Good work out there, Strike One.
If I
Boom!
may, Commander, the labs are on high alert. Teams are standing by for your orders. We can begin researching the newly recovered artifacts immediately.
Oh, this is great. This is like the best. This is the best start that we could ask for. I'm pretty sure everybody got kills, unless I miscalculated something, and somebody got a promotion. So that is great. I'm stoked. Operation Spectral Blade. Amazing. Good start. Sure. Now, I think some people are going to say, well, yeah, but you didn't get enough resources and stuff like that. But at the very, very first mission like that, I think it's so crucial to just get the kills. Especially if you have the chance to get that double kill there.
Welcome to XCOM HQ, Commander. I'm Central Officer Bradford. My role in this project is twofold: providing tactical support for our field operations, and keeping you briefed on the current situation. My efforts should allow you to focus on the bigger issues at hand. Speaking of which, we have a soldier waiting for a promotion in the barracks. I'll let you get to it.
Perfect. Thank you, good sir. Oh, I love the base, man.
An exemplary
sick.
performance. Let's hope all of these operations go as smoothly as this one did.
This just couldn't work out any better. I'm so stoked right now. I'm very, very happy. Okay, so everybody got a kill. Everybody got promoted. This is amazing.
Commander to the research labs. Commander to the research labs.
Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna continue for right this
The
minute.
artifacts are being unloaded, and the research team is awaiting your orders. We'll get started as soon as you give the order, Commander.
And what I'm gonna do is get my get some of my buildings and stuff going. Then towards the end of the episode, I will name the first batch of recruits and put you into your new suits of armor. Okay.
Commander.
Hello, Commander. My name is Dr. Farlan. I oversee the research labs. This is where all of XCOM's research and development takes place. We have already begun analyzing the artifacts recovered from our first encounter with the aliens. Based on our preliminary findings, we believe we can use them to develop some new equipment for our soldiers. With your approval, we will begin research immediately.
I approve. As long as I can tell you what to
Labs.
research.
Commander to the research labs.
Okay, so here's the thing. Because we didn't get enough weapon fragments, right? So this is one of the downsides, and I've never seen this before. But we didn't get enough weapon fragments, so we can't start researching any of these things. So I was going to go for weapon fragments so that we could just start getting better weapons. Alien materials is for armor. But what we're going to actually do is we're going to do xenobiology. It takes 8 days. We're gonna just get it started.
I realize our troops have to put their own survival first, but every
Yeah,
alien
see?
we use explosives against is one less opportunity to recover new artifacts.
Yeah, and that's fair. Like, you know what? I get that. You know my reasoning.
Ah, Commander. I was wondering when you'd be stopping by. Welcome to engineering. Anything they can dream up in the research labs, we can build it here. Speaking of which, Dr. Valen has just sent us some new schematics. With your approval, we will begin fabrication.
Approved.
Engineering.
Get to work.
Commander to engineering.
So far the only thing that we can actually build is a medikit, which is good because we do have a support, right? We have one of everything, which is fantastic. We could also start a satellite. I have 180 credits, so right off the bat, I think I should probably start a satellite. We check our facilities.
To grow up here, but if we really want to expand our facilities, we're going to have to start excavating beneath the base. Unfortunately, the deeper we go, the more it's going to cost.
Now this is a good sign. Our steam isn't very far away. So with an access lift and 2 excavations, we can get to steam, which means we're gonna actually be pretty good for power in a short period of time. One thing that I do want to do is get enough engineers on staff to get an uplink. So when we do our first missions and we have a choice to go to a place that's going to give us scientists or engineers or whatever, it's going to be really important that we go for engineers at the start because that's going to let us build things that we otherwise wouldn't be able to. That's my thought process.
Commander to mission control. Commander to mission control.
And if we look at the situation room, oh, we can't actually look at it yet. Let's see what mission control has to say. Yeah, so they want us to spin right off the bat. I don't want to do that. What I'm going to do is get a satellite going. There we go. I'm going to get a med kit. Actually, do I want to get a med kit or do I want to go for power? You know what? Actually, I am going to go for a med kit because that could make a big difference on the field. A few days for power I don't think is going to be a big issue, especially because I'm not building another building yet anyways. So I'm going to actually go for the med kit. That brings us down to 55 credits. And as you can see here, to build power, it's 60 credits. So the other thing to keep in mind is your... Oh, that's what I might do. I may excavate. That's probably a good plan. No, maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. Because excavating takes, like, not very long. So I'm not sure. But one thing you want to keep in mind is the same type of facilities that are built adjacent to each other always have bonuses. So if I build a satellite uplink here, not only do I get that satellite uplink capacity, but I also get a bonus capacity for having it next to an existing one. Same for power, same for workshops, same for pretty much everything, right? So that being said, what I'm going to do, I'm not actually going to spin at all. I'm going to cut now, and I'm going to come back, and I'm going to introduce you to our first batch of recruits. I'm so stoked. Very, very excited. Okay, we'll see you guys in a couple seconds. And here we are. This is the first group of recruits. I am very happy to show you guys who is in our first squad. And what I've done is I've really tried to match up what they look like as much as I can based on their name and their history and stuff like that. Some of the ones, like, there weren't very many females, but there were one or two, I think there was only one female that matched up, and then we have an interesting situation down later on, which I'll get to. But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to introduce you to our first 4 squads and let you know a little bit about their backstory, but you can read more of it over at greylinesgaming.com in the link in the description. And then the other ones I'll just quickly introduce as the rookies, and I will get more in detail on them once they actually land on the field, once they are promoted and we need them out there. Right now, these ones are our main 4. So, without further ado, I'd like to introduce you to Squaddy Sean Scruffson. And if you take a look at him, he's looking like a sniper, pretty much. He's a little bit of an older gentleman, as you can see. He's got really strong aim already. His will is pretty decent. But what's interesting about Scruffson, he fought in the Afghan war. okay? And he was coming home to meet his family. They were throwing a party for him, but it was interrupted. And aliens actually, they attacked his house. And he just escaped, like just barely. His wife was there, his kid was there, his brother was there, his parents were there. I think he had a sister there. And basically, his brother actually sacrificed himself in order to blow up all the aliens. He grabbed this explosive device from the alien's belt and pulled the string and blew everything up just as Mr. Scruffson grabbed his son and jumped out the window. Do you know what his son's name was? Loco Rojo. Does that sound familiar? If it doesn't, he was the amazing sniper that was with us for a very, very, very long time in our first season of XCOM. And I'll leave it to Mr. Scruffson to explain how his son was in XCOM before he was, but that is a very important piece of information that we're gonna hopefully find out. So I'm very happy to have somebody with some experience, looks a little bit weathered. I'm stoked to have a sniper on our squad of this caliber, and with obviously a great lineage. The next individual, we have Nuki van Houwermuren. Okay, he stood on the sidelines for a lot of the first season of XCOM, watching tons of recruits come in and out, and he was always anxious to just be a part of something special. He's special ops in the Belgian Naval Warfare Unit. He specializes in all types of weapons, so he can shoot long range, he can use the shotgun, he can use grenades, he's good with explosives, and he's also good with martial arts, so it's fitting that he's our assault class and he's going to get up close and personal. He definitely cannot stand the slimy aliens, and I'm happy to have him on our squad. I'm very excited to have Nuki here. Next, we've got William Davin. Okay, now his whole reason for wanting to join XCOM was to aid in the defense against the invasion. He's had a few family members and friends that he wants to protect, and really the big focus for William is the teamwork, is saving people. He really wants to not just go out and destroy aliens, but his focus is saving people, whether it be his squad or whether it be civilians. That is his main focus. So I think it's very fitting that William Davin is our first support. Here he is. Very strong aim, very strong will as well for just starting out. I think we're going to see very, very good things from William, and I'm very excited to have him here. And last but definitely not least in our first group of 4 is Thomas Witkowski. Now, Thomas is a little bit of a mystery. We don't know a whole lot about his background right now. All we know is that he had cousins that were killed in alien attacks. That's it. We don't know anything else. He could be... We don't even know. We don't know what nationality he is. We don't really even know what he looks like. He's always wearing this helmet. And you can tell that this season, instead of the traditional heavy blues, I've gone with a tank green, okay? And I've also gone with a different armor. They're going in more of a solidified armor, more of a, that can brace more of an explosive impact if necessary. I think that's going to better protect our heavies. So I'm excited to see what Thomas is going to do, and I'm excited to see, to find out more about Thomas as we get to know him, because he doesn't talk much, and we really only know a little bit about his family history, but he must have been very close with those cousins for him to join XCOM. So welcome to the squad. Now what I'm going to do is quickly introduce you to the rest of the squad, but I'm not going to get into their backstories. What I'll do is I'll show you who they are, and I will talk about their will and their aim. So we've got Huey Cruthus. Welcome to the squad. 43 will, 65 aim. We've got Luis Carlos Silva. Will 31, pretty low will, but he's got a decent aim. So that could actually go pretty well as a sniper, but we'll see what happens with Luis down the road. We have Trevor Conan, will of 27, aim of 60. We have a little bit of work to do with this recruit, but who knows, he could work out very well. You'll notice they're all wearing their rookie pinks, so the first time they take the field, they will be taking charge. They are usually in the front and trying to earn their stripes. Next, we have Aribeth Dusk, will of 51, aim of 55. Mega Man X19, will of 35, aim of 70. Now, the only reason that Mega Man X19 is not in the rookie pinks is because he's freaking Mega Man. Okay, Mega Man knows his shit. He's been around. If you haven't heard of Mega Man, I don't know what's wrong with you. But Mega Man has been around. This is it. He brought his existing outfit to XCOM, and I am happy to have him here. Next, we have Kale Kessler, will of 37, aim of 80. What I will say about Kale, not to get too much into the backstory, but this is actually this is a new thing for XCOM. We're very liberal in XCOM. It took the US Army quite a bit of time to allow anything like this, but Kale is actually our first lesbian recruit into the XCOM forces, and we are very happy to have her here. There's some tragic backstory with her wife, and we'll get more into that down the road. We have Ricky Maru. Okay, a little bit of a stealth assassin. Will 57, aim 55. And we have Kaichi Morisato. Will 43, aim 65. I like his stash. Okay, so that is our XCOM squad, everybody. Thank you very much for checking this out. I hope that you guys enjoy this. I would really love if you guys could go and get involved with reading the journals over at greylinesgaming.com. For the first 4 people, Sean, Nuki, William, and Davin, you now know your missions, you know your kills. Sean Scruffson already has 3 kills, so I'm interested to see what you guys are going to come up with for your first journals, and we will go from there. I'm so stoked about this, if you can't tell. And I'll see you guys on the other side. Thank you very much. Talk to you next time.